There is a fundamental force that holds the entire universe together. It guides the planets in their dance, and keeps your feet firmly on the ground. According to the laws of physics, there must be a particle responsible for this force. Scientists have built billion-dollar machines to find it. They call it the graviton. And they cannot find it. What if the reason we can't find the particle of gravity is because you are it? If that opening sounded like science fiction, I invite you to keep an open mind for the next 45 minutes. Because we're about to bridge the worlds of cutting-edge quantum physics and ancient spiritual wisdom to answer one of the most powerful questions you can ask: how do I consciously create my reality? Today, we're not just talking about positive thinking. We're talking about a fundamental law of the universe, and your undeniable role in it. This is about quantum manifestation. Let's start with you. Right here, right now. You're likely someone who has dreams. A vision for a better life, more abundance, deeper relationships, vibrant health, a sense of purpose that gets you out of bed excited every morning. You've probably read the books, maybe even tried some visualization techniques or repeated affirmations in the mirror. But then, life happens. You check your bank account. A difficult email arrives. A family responsibility demands your attention. And that vision of your dream life suddenly feels like a distant fantasy. It's replaced by a low-grade hum of anxiety, a feeling of being stuck on a hamster wheel, running faster and faster but going nowhere. This is the central problem of modern life, the feeling of powerlessness. We feel like tiny, separate specks in a massive, impersonal universe, buffeted by economic forces, social expectations, and random chance. We operate from a paradigm of Newtonian physics, the world of cause and effect. You push a rock, it rolls. Your boss yells, you feel bad. The market crashes, you panic. In this world, you are at the effect of everything. You are a billiard ball, being knocked around. I want to tell you a story about a woman named Sarah. Sarah was a talented graphic designer, but she was stuck in a dead-end job, living paycheck to paycheck. Every night, she'd come home exhausted, collapse on the couch, and doom scroll through Instagram, looking at other designers living what seemed like her dream life. She'd think, why not me? What's wrong with me? She tried manifesting. She made a vision board. But her dominant vibration, her emotional home base, was one of lack, frustration, and envy. She was putting out a desperate, yearning energy into the universe. And the universe, being the perfect mirror that it is, reflected back more lack, more frustration, and more reasons to feel envious. She was trapped in a feedback loop of her own creation, without even knowing she was the one creating it. This is the crux of the problem. We think we're manifesting with our conscious thoughts, our "I want to be rich" affirmations. But we are actually manifesting with our subconscious beliefs and, more importantly, our dominant emotional state. Your conscious mind is the captain giving orders on the bridge, but your subconscious is the entire crew of the ship, and they're operating on a manual written in childhood. If that manual says, "The world is scarce," or "You're not good enough," no amount of positive affirmations from the captain will change the ship's course. The problem isn't that manifestation doesn't work. The problem is that it works too well. You are always manifesting. You are manifesting your current reality right now, based on the energy you've been emitting. The frustration, the stagnation, the feeling of being stuck, that is not the absence of manifestation. That is a manifestation. It is a perfect reflection of a conflicted inner world. You are a gravitational force, but you've been pulling toward you exactly what you don't want, because your focus, your belief, and your emotional energy have been anchored in the lack of it. So, how do we break this cycle? How do we move from being a passive billiard ball to becoming the conscious architect of our reality? The answer lies not in trying harder, but in understanding a deeper layer of reality itself. To solve this problem, we must leave the solid, predictable world of Newton and descend into the strange and wondrous realm of quantum physics. This is where our story of the missing gravity particle truly begins. In the quantum field, everything we perceive as solid is, at its core, pure energy and information. Your chair, your body, the air you breathe, it's all a dancing, vibrating field of potentiality. The most groundbreaking discovery in quantum physics is the role of the observer. In the famous double-slit experiment, scientists found that subatomic particles like electrons exist in a wave-like state of all possible potentials until they are observed. The very act of measuring, of looking, forces the wave to collapse into a single, definite particle. The observer creates the reality they perceive. Let that sink in. At the most fundamental level of our universe, reality does not exist in a fixed state. It exists as a cloud of probabilities, waiting for consciousness to instruct it on what to become. You are not a passive witness to a predetermined world. You are an active participant in its creation, moment by moment. This is where spirituality and science clasp hands. For millennia, mystics and sages have taught that the world is Maya, an illusion, and that our consciousness is the fundamental reality. Buddha said, "We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world." Now, quantum mechanics is providing the mathematical proof for this ancient wisdom. So, what does this have to do with the graviton? Gravity is the force of attraction. It's what pulls matter together to form planets, stars, and galaxies. If consciousness is the fundamental force that collapses probability into reality, then your consciousness is a localized point of gravitational attraction within the quantum field. You are not a body that has a consciousness. You are consciousness, manifesting temporarily as a body. And as consciousness, you possess a gravitational pull. Your gravitational pull is your focused attention, your belief, and your emotional vibration. What you focus on with strong emotion and belief is what you are, quite literally, pulling out of the quantum field and into your physical experience. You are the graviton in your own life. You are the particle that collapses the wave function of your own reality. This changes everything. It means the universe is not a cold, mechanical place. It is a responsive, conscious, and intelligent field. And you are in a constant, dynamic conversation with it. The conversation isn't made of words, it's made of vibration. When you feel joy, gratitude, and love, you are emitting a high-frequency vibration. You are telling the field, "Give me more of this." And it complies. When you feel fear, anger, or lack, you are emitting a low-frequency vibration, and you are, with the same precision, asking for more of that. Sarah, the graphic designer, wasn't failing to manifest. She was a master at manifesting lack, because her gravitational pull was tuned to the frequency of not having. Her observation of her empty bank account, fueled by fear, was continuously collapsing the wave function of her reality into more financial scarcity. She was proving the quantum law perfectly, just in the opposite direction she desired. Understanding that you are a quantum gravitational force is the first step. The second, and most crucial step, is learning how to direct this force with purpose. This is the method of quantum manifestation. It's not about begging the universe for what you want. It's about becoming the vibrational match for it, so it has no choice but to be drawn into your experience. The method rests on 3 pillars: thought, emotion, and belief. Think of it as tuning your personal gravity beam. Pillar 1, thought, the blueprint. Your thoughts are the initial instructions you send into the quantum field. But as we saw with Sarah, conscious thoughts alone are not enough. They are the architect's first sketch. The key is to move from passive thinking to active observing. Instead of thinking, "I wish I had more money," you must learn to observe yourself as if you are already in the state of financial abundance. This is where the practice of visualization and mental rehearsal becomes a scientific tool. Practical exercise, quantum visualization. Don't just picture your goal from the outside. This is the most common mistake. You must generate the scene from a first-person perspective and feel the corresponding emotions. Close your eyes. Right now, just for a moment. Imagine it's 1 year from today, and your biggest financial goal has been achieved. Don't see yourself in the picture. Be in the picture. What are you touching? The smooth leather of your new car seat? The paper of your bank statement? What are you hearing? The sound of your family celebrating? What are you feeling? The profound sense of security? The freedom? The relief? Sit in that feeling for just 60 seconds. You are no longer a wishful thinker. You are an observer of a new reality, collapsing a wave of probability. Pillar 2, Emotion, the fuel. Emotion is the power that charges your thought and gives it magnetic force in the quantum field. A thought without emotion is a ghost, it has no mass, no gravity. Emotion is the energy that propels your blueprint from the non-physical realm into the physical. The feeling of already having your desire is the most powerful emotional state you can generate. It creates a harmonic resonance between you and your desire. Practical exercise, the emotional anchor. Choose a specific emotion that is tied to your goal, for example, the feeling of effortless abundance or radiant health. Now, find a memory, even a small one, where you felt that exact emotion. Maybe it was a time you received an unexpected bonus, or a day you felt incredibly vibrant and alive. Relive that memory in your body. Feel the sensation. Now, assign a simple physical trigger to it, like pressing your thumb and forefinger together. Practice this daily. Soon, you can fire this anchor during your day, instantly shifting your vibration and sending a powerful, emotional command to the field. Pillar 3, Belief, the allowing. This is the final, and most difficult, gatekeeper. Belief is the subconscious programming that determines what you feel you truly deserve. You can have the clearest thought and the most powerful emotion, but if a deep-seated belief contradicts it, you will sabotage the outcome. Belief is what allows the manifestation to land safely in your reality. If you believe you are unworthy of love, you will find ways to reject it when it appears. You must become the person who has what you want, not the person who wants what you want. Practical exercise, belief audit and reprogramming. Take a notebook. At the top of a page, write your desire: I am in a loving, committed relationship. Now, be brutally honest. Write down all the thoughts that come up. That's not realistic. All the good ones are taken. I'm too old. I always get hurt. These are your limiting beliefs. Now, for each one, write a new, empowering belief. I am deserving of deep, respectful love. The universe is bringing my perfect partner to me now. I am a magnet for healthy relationships. Read these new beliefs aloud every morning and night. You are not lying to yourself, you are overwriting the old manual and installing a new one for your quantum crew. This triad, thought, emotion, and belief, working in harmony, is how you aim your gravity. You are not creating something from nothing. You are tuning your consciousness to a reality that already exists as a probability in the infinite potential of the quantum field, and through your focused observation and emotional resonance, you are pulling it into form. What happens when you apply this method consistently? The transformation is not just about getting a new car or a better job. It is a fundamental shift in your state of being. You move from being a victim of circumstance to being the conscious creator of your experience. Let's return to Sarah's story, but this time, to her transformation. Sarah hit a breaking point. She realized her current methods weren't working. She decided to experiment with the quantum method. Her desire was a successful freelance design business. Instead of desperately applying for every job, she committed to 15 minutes of quantum visualization each morning. She didn't just see herself with clients, she felt the keyboard under her fingers as she worked on an exciting project. She felt the pride of delivering exceptional work. She felt the joy of transferring a large payment into her savings account. She anchored the feeling of being in demand. Then, she did the hardest part, she acted as if. She started calling herself a successful freelance designer, even though her bank account didn't reflect it yet. She invested in a better website. She began networking from a place of offering value, not from a place of neediness. She was shifting her belief from, "I'm a struggling artist," to, "I am a sought-after expert." At first, nothing happened externally. But everything was changing internally. Her vibration was shifting from lack to abundance. She felt calmer, more confident. Then, the synchronicities began. An old client she hadn't spoken to in years called out of the blue with a weird feeling he should offer her a project. It was her biggest payday yet. Then, a referral came from a completely unexpected source. Within 6 months, Sarah was not only making more money than in her old job, but she was also doing work she loved. The universe didn't just give her what she asked for, it responded to who she had become. This is the true transformation. It's not just the manifestation of things, it's the manifestation of you. You become a more confident, peaceful, and powerful version of yourself. The anxiety of the hamster wheel is replaced by a deep, unshakable trust in the process of life. Challenges still arise, but you no longer see them as random attacks. You see them as feedback, as course corrections from the universe, showing you where your beliefs are still out of alignment with your desire. You begin to see the impossible happen. A chance meeting that changes your life. An unexpected solution to a long-standing problem. A healing that defies logical explanation. These are not miracles or lucky breaks. They are the logical, lawful consequences of you aligning your personal gravity with the frequency of your desires. You start to live in a state of flow, where you are no longer pushing against life, but are being guided by it. You realize that you are not a drop in the ocean, you are the entire ocean in a drop. So, we return to our original, provocative question. The gravity particle should exist. So where is it? The answer is now clear. It has been hiding in plain sight all along. It is you. It is your conscious awareness, your power to observe, to feel, and to believe. You are the graviton of your personal universe, the conscious collapse of the wave function, the literal attractor of your reality. Knowing this comes with a profound responsibility. You can no longer play the victim. You can no longer blame the economy, your parents, your partner, or your luck. The power and the responsibility now rest squarely on your shoulders. This is your mission, should you choose to accept it, to become a conscious creator. Your mission is to stop outsourcing your power. It is to take back the reins of your own consciousness. It is to do the daily work of auditing your thoughts, curating your emotions, and upgrading your beliefs. Your mission is to bring your inner world into such harmonious alignment that your outer world has no choice but to reflect that beauty, that abundance, and that peace back to you. This is not a selfish act. This is the most generous thing you can do for the world. When you heal your own reality, when you raise your vibration, you are not just helping yourself. You are adding to the collective consciousness of the planet. You are making it easier for others to believe, to hope, and to manifest their own dreams. A world of conscious creators is a world of solutions, of compassion, and of limitless potential. Your personal transformation is a service to humanity. The tools are in your hands. The quantum visualization, the emotional anchor, the belief audit, these are your technologies for tuning your gravity. Practice them not as a chore, but as a sacred ritual. This is your science and your spirituality merged into a daily practice. So, I will end with a strong call to action. The theory is meaningless without application. For the next 30 days, commit to this process. Choose one area of your life you wish to transform. Every single morning, for just 15 minutes, practice the quantum visualization. Feel the reality you desire. Throughout your day, use your emotional anchor to maintain that high-frequency vibration. And each night, work on your beliefs, rewriting the old stories. Become a scientist of your own reality. Observe the synchronicities. Notice the shifts in your mood. Pay attention to the new opportunities that begin to surface. You are conducting the most important experiment of your life, the experiment to prove to yourself that you are the powerful, gravitational center of your own universe. The graviton has been found. It was never lost. It was waiting for you to remember what you truly are. Now, go and create.